Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up.
Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.
Wake it up.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Oh, man. Here y'all go with this. Hey, Envy, how y'all doing? Hey, everybody. God bless y'all. Love y'all. Listen, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Okay. First of all, ladies, love y'all. Y'all do a good job. We love y'all down here in the deep. Okay, I want to make sure we say all that first.
Thank you, baby.
It's not for y'all. My cousin told me to tell Charlamagne this for the three of us. Charlamagne, your black bald head ass. You didn't put our cousin on that goddamn donkey of the day yesterday. Everything ain't funny, man.
What happened?
We love our kids down here. You ain't even had the facts right, man. Get that right before you be going on there. You do the and everybody told me Brandy don't say nothing because you know he talk about everybody. I don't give a man. Now you talking about people family. We don't like that shit. Everything ain't funny. Especially when it comes to these kids, man. And a black man, I'm mad as hell you did it to a black man that really with his kids. In a white environment that you don't even know about. Stop doing that, man.
What happened? I
doing
missed it.
that.
Who did he give donkey to yesterday?
David Scott Jr., 43 years old. He allegedly told the teacher, I'm going to air this bitch out. And so he got arrested.
Oh.
And he didn't say that. Smarty pants.
Well, I said during Donkey of the Day, I don't know if he said that or not, but what I said was he clearly said something that led to his arrest, and then I gave other ways for him to possibly handle the situation, like calmly request a meeting with the teacher or the school administration.
And they did, Charlamagne. I got to stop you, bro. They
Okay.
did. That's what I'm telling you. All those things, you didn't even let the story play out. You know how the media is. Just like they did here. When they went and interviewed the mother, they didn't play the whole clip or show the evidence that she had about how they went to the school, how they were talking to the principal. All I'm calling to tell you is, man, listen.
I didn't see that on the clip. I watched the whole clip. I didn't see
I know
her
you
say
didn't
that.
see it on the clip. Listen, I know you didn't because his brother called and checked the lady about that. That's what I'm telling you. If it was some like that, man, well, nobody be even saying nothing. But let me tell you something. What we not going to do is penalize and fuck over the brothers that's really out here. That man with his kids every day.
Did you hear me say I can understand the brother feeling the way he felt, but there's other ways to handle the situation?
There's other ways to handle it, man, but I want y'all to know that, listen, he don't handle things like that. When they say that, that's like a different type of environment. Y'all got people, places like that in New York.
What you mean, different type of environment? Like, tell me, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
Like, okay, so they stay in a place called East Point.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. But over there, they don't really with the blacks like how they, you know what I'm saying, like Detroit is. That's not Detroit over there.
So it's a white area. It's a white area, and the white area and the white area don't mess with the black people over there.
Yeah, not really. Mm-hmm. Not really. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you move over there, listen, that's like anywhere you go. If you move on the block and it's gentrified, you know what I'm saying? You're going to meet neighbors and you're going to get along with people. But that area, hell no, man. No.
Okay,
so for him to be survived over there all the time, he's been over there and ain't never had a problem or where he come from. Leave my cousin alone, man. He a good guy, bro. If it wasn't something else, I wouldn't have said nothing.
Well,
you feel what I'm saying?
Well, hold on.
He's a good dad, man.
Now, hold on.
I'm
not saying.
They know you said that. He come from good stuff. He come from a good family. He a good brother, bro.
Yes, nobody said Nobody said he's not. All I simply said was there's other ways to handle the situation.
And he tried, bro. I want you to say that. He tried. Do some more investigating before you bring like that, man.
So he didn't say nothing bad to the teacher whatsoever.
We ain't gonna say he ain't say nothing bad. He ain't say he gonna air no shit out with no kids, bro.
And that's time out. By the way, I want you to go back and listen to the Donkey today. And I specifically said, I don't know whether he said air this B out.
I don't want to listen to it.
But he said something. He said something that got him arrested. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
listen,
ma'am.
let me say this to you, Charlamagne. I'm gonna tell you like I told everybody else.
Yes, ma'am.
Because they said, yeah, Charlamagne do this all the time. He talk about everybody. Let me say this. I don't listen to that because I know it's fun, it's entertainment. I'm going to tell you like this. We are black, man. Our family love each other. We love our kids. We don't even play games like that. So anybody go look at anything down here on these Facebooks and all that, what everybody's saying about that. He ain't even like that.
Yes, ma'am.
They some scary over there that took the and ran with it. But
yes,
please don't ever put no image of our family out like that, bro. We don't do that.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
that's all I got to say.
Okay.
Love y'all, Envy. You know we with you down here. Jess Hilarious, we love you.
I love you too,
We
y'all.
love y'all. But Charlamagne, you gotta stop that, man.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Okay.
right, thank you,
All
First
right.
Lady.
Got you.
Love y'all.
Yes,
Love
ma'am.
you
Love
too,
you
babe.
too. Now, let the moral of the story show that. Let the moral of the story be that I understand everything that she's saying. But as I said, you can't go down to the school whether he said Ed is B out or not. Whatever he said caused them people to call the police, and he got arrested. So there's other ways to handle the situation. Request a meeting with the teacher or the school administration. Okay, gather more information and see what their policy is in regards to the snacks.
She said they did all that. That's what she said. She said they did
Yeah,
all
but she
that.
also said that she can't say that he ain't say nothing. Okay,
But
like come on,
that's
man.
our family. That's our cousin. So
I get
you know
it.
she won't
I
call
get
it.
it. I get it. I get it.
All
Okay,
right.
I get it.
Well, thank you, First Lady. First Lady, if you need another cousin, I'll be your cousin
Yeah,
too. But you
for
ride for
real,
your
man.
family,
I'm
man. You
telling
ride
you,
for your
I
family.
need them.
She woke up early in the morning for that this morning.
That's great. That don't mean she right though.
I didn't say that. I just said
Because like, as I said yesterday, smart people learn from their own mistakes. Wise people learn from the mistakes of others. We got to learn from situations like David Scott Jr. And I'm sorry that brother's in the situation that he's in, but we know that we just can't handle, things in that way. Especially being that he's a black man dealing with them white people, as she said, that are probably prejudiced.
yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, salute to the whole Detroit. What up, though, out there? All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's a new day. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this is Trevor.
Trevor, what's up?
Peace, Trevor.
Get it off your chest, Trevor.
Oh yeah, like my thing is, I want to put it out there. MAGA, we don't have no fracture in the MAGA party. It's no fracture. That's a false narrative.
Oh, you MAGA?
MAGA, yes sir,
Okay.
all day. Yeah, so it's no fracture in the MAGA party. And I want to state this because I sit back and listen, and I heard this thing about Trump this, Trump that. But I want to say like this, Charlamagne.
I don't care, bro.
No, I want to say this. Remember when Joe Biden told you at the end of that podcast, if you don't vote for him, you ain't black?
Yes, I do.
That's some of the most disrespectful stuff that, since we want to talk about white people, racist, that's one of the most racist things that an old white man can tell a black man. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Trump is one of the best presidents outside of Abraham Lincoln that's in that chair. It's false narrative. I'm not
about to debate with you about this.
No, though. But like you remember when Joe Biden told you that, though, right?
I was sitting there. He said it to me.
Yeah.
What you mean? Yes,
but you ain't said nothing negative. But you ain't said nothing negative about that.
About who? About Joe Biden?
Yeah, the most disrespectful stuff. And he told you that to your face on your podcast. If you don't vote for him, so basically he's saying.
But that's not true, though.
You know where you're supposed to stand as a black man. That's what he told you.
Yes, and
I watched it. Listen.
Yes, and as I told him in that moment, it's not about me being black. It's about me wanting something for my people. So I mean, that was the conversation.
No, see, but had Trump said something like that, it would have exploded. But
that did explode.
That, though, but outside, no, it did. But outside of that, I want to say to that news lady. I want to say to that news lady.
You talking about Mimi Brown?
She got to report the real. Yeah, she got to report the real story.
What wasn't real?
What's not the real story?
Because she got a narrative, like she reporting, and she got that little narrative, that negative narrative about the king, about the Don.
The king and the Don.
My brother. Listen. No, don't hang up on him. This is a good conversation. Yeah. There is no way that you could.
I've been knowing about Trump. I've been knowing about Trump since the 80s, man.
Sure.
I come up in the inner city all my life. I've been knowing about Trump since the 80s.
Where you from?
Richmond, Virginia.
If you knew about Trump since the 80s, you'd have a whole... Anyway, I'm not even going to have that conversation. This is what I will say. It's impossible for you to be objective about Donald Trump because you just called that man king.
And Don. like I don't know why we were like, why you want to argue this morning?
So anything that you hear...
because I know it's going to trigger... You know what I'm saying?
It don't trigger me.
No, I just don't want to argue. I don't want to talk.
I just know I can't have an objective conversation with you about it.
But you have a good one.
But also, I just want to say this though. What? If y'all can go back and look at the interview with Oprah Winfrey back in the mid '80s, when Oprah had her show in Chicago, she used to have Donald Trump on her show all the time. She always used to ask Trump about running for president. You know, Jesse Jackson. He looked out for Jesse Jackson. Homegirl from the like he did that movie with Beyonce. What's her name? Like the singer, the black girl who
Jennifer
got her
Hudson?
family killed. Yeah, Jennifer Hudson. Trump took her in after that incident happened with her family. With Michael Jackson.
I never
Trump
heard that.
supported Michael.
I never
Well,
heard
you
that.
never heard of that?
No, but listen, bro, you gotta get
What?
off your knees,
What?
man. You
What
called
was
that white man a
Jennifer
king this
Hudson?
morning.
Glazing, Don. I
You
gotta
got
go, bro.
the
I'm sorry,
glaze
man.
is crazy. The Krispy Kreme around your lips right now is ridiculous. And I'm not. If that's your opinion, that's your opinion. But god damn, you can't even be objective and have an objective conversation with somebody like that if you refer to your president as a king. Like, that's ridiculous.
That is
You should never
crazy.
refer to no elected official as a king, bro.
All
None.
right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, sir.
We got Herbo. Welcome.
Good morning.
And congratulations, man. The number one record a couple of weeks ago. Congrats, man.
Thank you, brother.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here.
That's what's up.
How's it feel, number one record?
It feel good. I'm not gonna lie. It feel great. I just be trying to like stay in the moment, for real, like, and just keep it like up. You know, like when you got those type of moments, you just trying to figure out like, all right, well, me personally, like I got to figure out what's the next best thing. Like, what do I do next from that? Like, I try to live in the moment and grasp up that energy, but just keep it going. Like, I'm not trying to catch another number one. I'm just trying to keep it going.
Did you expect that to be the record? Because it's not your typical.
Of course,
hook. It was just you just spitting.
Nah, hell no, for sure. I was just literally, I can't say it enough. It was just me just having fun in the studio. I was in New York and was in the studio, me, Southside, Smack, and Southside. Like, I be having to give a lot of credit to Big Bro because he one of the only people that could tell me like, rap on this, just rap on this and figure it out. Like, just rap. Like, and that's what I did, and that changed my life.
Definitely as a single.
You was talking your shit on there.
Yeah, who picked it as a single? Like, or was it just I'm just gonna release and see what happens, and it just took off? Like, how?
That's what I'm saying. That's why, like, as artists, you gotta like really just bet on yourself for real. Because I was in a mode of just trying to do music and see what the streets connected to. I didn't even like that song came out in December on my app. I got an app on my own app, like where I just put out music, material, content, all this. Is just for the people who really support me. Like, you know what I'm saying? My fans, they know about the G Herbo app. I put it out on my app on a project that I was just recording all samples to. Like, I did a project with all samples and it couldn't even go on Apple Music. It couldn't go on DSPs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put it out on the app in December and the label put it out on DSPs in like March, April. So it's like you gotta just try and just see what the streets with.
Congratulations on your app. I didn't know you had an app.
Appreciate it.
Has it changed the bag? Has that single changed your bag?
Absolutely.
Because, see, I be thinking that, a lot of people be fronting on, like, the power of radio and having a big radio record. Speak to that, man.
For sure. I always been, like, I knew because I've been independent this whole time. So I know about, like, analytics. I know about, like, residuals. I know what, like, one record could really change your life.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Like, and I finally caught that record, that life-changing record. So, yeah, the bag been crazy since
And the
came out.
royalties from radio are better than the streaming.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
for sure. And it's like once you get a song that really go radio, it's like it just changed everything for real.
Changes the places you actually perform at.
Yeah, for
too,
sure.
right?
Exactly. Like you put money in radio for sure for it to do what it's supposed to do, but just like even like it's a difference between like putting something in radio for just get on the radio for to get like rhythmic playlists. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that is just a big super difference. Like I be talking to like Mick all the time and just like once you get a record, like I'm not even talking about what legit, like it's certain records that like the format where it could go radio. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like every artist, all you need is like one radio record a year, just one. And it, like you feel what I'm saying?
It ain't that easy to get one record radio.
It's not easy at all,
yeah,
but
right.
like Hitmaker, that's my big brother. Like he the god of this. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like he know the whole formula. He do it like, and that's why he's so rich. Like that rich as because he on radio every year at least
Figured
once.
it out, right?
For sure.
Wild Lil Herb.
Wild Lil Herb. I was just trying to like tap into like that old hunger, like my old self, and when I be rapping good and like I be reading the comments and sometimes my fans be like, oh, that ain't G Herbo, that's Lil Herb. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that was like one of my best eras of rap. Like, I always been able to rap. I'm an MC, so it's like I don't care if I'm not even all the way tapped into like my confidence and all of that. I'm always gonna be able to rap good. You feel me? But like once you really focus on straight rap, it's different, and that's what I was trying to do. So that's why I went and like named my album Lil Herb. Like I was going to like listen to old interviews, listen to old music videos. Watch old music videos, listen to old songs and like that. And I was just trying to find like a higher like level of rap for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I say this all the time. Like, you could really get caught up in what's in front of you. Like, I always been the type of person. Like, I say this a lot. A lot of rooms that I was in, I wasn't really in the rooms. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking about like my past. I'm thinking about what I got to do when I get out the room. Like, I'm just saying what's up. Like, there's certain conversations that I really couldn't have because my mind is all over the place. You feel me? Like, so like in this like era where I am mentally, I was just trying to like find that old hunger that made me enjoy what I have now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like that's why I really named my project Lil Herb, because like you like on a day-to-day, I'm 30 years old. I've been rapping since I was like 16, for real, like, you feel me? And I was trying to figure out like, damn, like all the steps that it took me to get here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I forgot a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of that I did that I forgot. So it's like I wanted to make myself remember. So I had to like go back and like tap in with my old self for real.
I heard you say Lil Herb is a full circle moment and it's a return to the fundamentals, but you closing the chapter on the Lil Herb era. What does closing that chapter actually look like?
Closing that chapter is like, for real, just letting go. Like, it's a lot of I held on to that I just don't need no more. Like, for real, like the streets.
That's that therapy talk right there, boy.
yeah, just letting go, for real. And it is definitely therapy that helped me. It's like a lot of that you hold on to, you just like, just let it go. Just let it go and just let it find you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, for real. Like, I was one of them people that just like, my heart's so big, and I feel like people knew that. Like, people knew that. Like, they grabbed me and I'm grabbing them back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm holding on to that type of It's like, that's just letting that chapter go. Like, and people been saying this to me for years, and I've been knowing it, but I never really acted on it. Like, I shouldn't focus on nothing but music and my family and like God. Like, that's the only thing that I should wake up and care about. I shouldn't really give a fuck about how somebody else eat or how somebody else get to work or get to sleep or any of that And I worried about that for years. Like, let's be closing that chapter. Like, I'm gonna tap into this, tell my story, and just let go. Let go and let God, for real. And that go for everything and everybody. And it's a whole nother chapter opening for me, because everything that got me here, I don't even really have it no more, for real. Like, all my friends dead. I'm finna be a real 100% independent artist. Like, I don't got no label, no production company. I'm 100% a real new person and a new artist. So it's like, I just want to just tap into this, do what I need to do, and I'm already doing it for real, but just like letting go for real. Like, I don't want to have no attachments other than family. No bull.
Now, you talk about Meek Mill changing your life, right? You said he was your inspiration. Break that down of what you seen in Meek that made you think that you can do it.
I just got done listening to We Gonna Get This Money right now on my way here. Like, Meek is my favorite rapper, for real, bro. It's my big brother. And I was just with Meek last night. We just did a song last night. We was in the studio last night, I believe. But like, I used to listen to Meek and watch Meek when he was a battle rapper. But when he really got rich and made this shit happen, it's like, alright, but it's different from me watching like Wayne and Hove and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't, like, I could relate to it, but it's like, when I grew up and I seen them rich already. Like, I seen Meek turn rich, coming from the streets and going through all the shit that he went through and really like talking about it and preaching like positivity and motivation. That shit made me feel like I just want to be like that. For real. Like, that really like helped me grow into the artist that I am today. For real. Because like, damn, like, it's Meek. Like, it's not like he was an artist and he was like far away. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I felt like I could grasp onto that shit and become that. Like, this is a real street that became the biggest in the world. Like, he became the biggest, best rap, and he's a rap guy. Like, I love rapping. I'm an MC, so I study that first and foremost. But just the blueprint of like, and like he gave you the real blueprint. Like, you get on, you take care, you do what you supposed to do. You take care of your family, your mother. Like, that to make me like, I just used to have to just give money to my mama, just like thinking about that type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I retired my mom when I was 16 years old, bro. Literally. And that put a lot of pressure on me. I told my mama stop working when I was 16. She never worked since. I've been taking care of her, my aunties, my whole family since I was 16. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. That's a hell of a pressure, a lot of pressure. Now, you're the Meek Mill for a lot of these younger artists.
Yeah.
So what do you show them to show them that they can do it? What do you do different? So, because, you know, you got a lot of kids watching you. They want to be Herbo.
For sure. Like, for me, I just try to, like, what's the word? Like, you got to, like, show them, like what Meek did for real. Like,
being a
show them, tangible. You just gotta show them. Like the thing with me that I feel like make a difference a lot is I let people see me in the physical. Like, you gotta see it. Like, have conversations. Like, seeing is believing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know you could do this when you could actually get in front of somebody. Like me, growing up, I never seen nobody that I looked up to and I wanted to be like in front of me, talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just had to have the manpower. Like, I could do it. I'm gonna do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it happened for me. And when I got a certain age, like 19, 28, like those ages when I started traveling and having conversations with people that I looked up to. But like 14, 15, 16, them years really matter. Where it's like, you know what I'm saying? I try to be the person where I just go back and do certain things and go touch the community and, you know what I'm saying, tell them that they could really make it. Like, this is nothing for real. Like, but like, and I ain't gonna say it's nothing. Like, it's a task for sure. It's hard, but it's easy at the same time. All you gotta do is wake up and strive to go get it and want to do it and believe that you could do it. You just gotta have a vision. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and when I go look at like these kids and be going to talk and have conversations, like, they got the same power that I got. Like, they really got something in them. They just don't think it's possible. This shit is really possible. Like, when you wake up and all you got is this 4-block radius in your hood and the that you dealing with every day, you think that's your life, but it's like, it's so much outside of that. All you gotta know is how to break that cycle. And you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing with me. Like, I feel like that's what make a difference in why people like believe in me, because I let them touch me. I let them, you know what I'm saying, pause. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go see the people.
I'm thinking about something now, and you made me think about it when you said you've been rapping since you was 19, because I can remember like your first 16. Yeah. So I can remember your first early Breakfast Club interviews, right? But then it started getting me thinking about all of these artists we've seen from Chicago that have come through here the past 15 years. You talk about what's possible. Man, you are proof that surviving is possible. Yeah. Chief Keef is proof that surviving is possible.
For sure. Sosa, definitely.
You know what I mean? People like Dirk that's locked up. People like Vaughn that's no longer here. Plenty of other artists we probably interviewed from Chicago.
Yeah, for sure.
How does that feel?
It feel great, man. You know, and I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna shout Mick out real quick, because he just told me the other day, and it feel different. It's a different feeling than him saying. It's like, he like, man, when you the chosen one, it's certain things that just affect you differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I learned that from the streets. Like, I done bumped my head so many times and did so much and been arrested and fell off and came back or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when you do certain things, God just punish you differently because you can't get away with that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you would see somebody else doing it, like, oh, he did it, and you can't do that because God got a different path for you. And surviving in Chicago, just making it out of the streets alone is a blessing. Like, it's literally like, I be seeing some of my homies and certain people that just like, and I understand it. Other people don't get it. Like, it's certain people where you just like wash your hands with everything. I know certain that was real menaces in the streets that don't do nothing but just be at home with their girl and their kids now, because they just want peace. Like, damn, I made it out there. I can't believe I'm still alive. Like, a lot of people never experience life to that capacity where they just grateful that they're alive, that they still here. You feel what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people when it comes to surviving, you gotta make decisions and it gotta be calculated. And there's a lot of people that's just raised off survival. When you would do anything, it's a difference. Like when you survive and you just raised off survival, like I'm trying to explain that with like it's certain people where if you just like survival is your first instinct, you would do anything.
That's right.
Yeah.
You would kill your closest friend, you would snitch,
rob,
steal from your mama, your grandma, and you gotta understand this like that's just life. It's certain people who don't know nothing else. They was raised off of survival. They mother and father raised them off of survival.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of people don't understand that. You feel what I'm saying? It's just me being here today. I try to like. I think that's one of the reasons why like I probably took advantage of so much because I understand both sides of the fence and I try to get everybody the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to like think about putting myself in other people's shoes before I make a decision. You feel what I'm saying? Like I always, before I do anything, I always think about the consequences, repercussions, everything. So if I do something to anybody or do anything, I thought about it so many times. I'm comfortable with how it play out. You feel what I'm saying? And like you like it's only certain people that think like that, especially in life. And coming from Chicago, you got to think about both sides of the fence. It's certain people that think a lot, and it's certain people that don't think at all. You feel me? And this like it's a blessing to be here for sure, sure. Because I've seen a lot. I experienced a lot. I've seen a lot of death, and I just come from one of the toughest neighborhoods in Chicago, like one of the most poverty-stricken neighborhoods where it's like I was a kid and people used to like a lady walked. I think I said this before on a Breakfast Club interview when I was a shorty. Like a lady walked up on me. I'm waiting on my mom. She coming from the laundromat. Lady walked up on me like, "You got some C?" I'm like, She like, "What?" I'm like, "What?" She like, "You got some C?" She asked for crack. I'm like 9 years old. I'm like 9, 10, waiting on my mama to come in the house. She like, "You got some C?" I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
She asked me if I had crack. Literally a kid, 3 in the morning. I'm outside because it's 9-year-old selling crack. For real. Like,
so when did you get some to sell?
Jesus.
I'm just that was a bad TV question.
It's a statute of limitations with this for real. Like, I done sold crack. I done sold some crack. It's a statute of limitations for sure.
How therapeutic was this album, though, in regards to your grieving process? Because I hear you mention your brother a lot, especially on Give It All. How did that help?
Like, I ain't gonna lie, that I've been dealing with death since I was a kid, bro. Like, I started losing friends when I was like 14 years old, you know, like, and I'm talking about that, I'm touching on that in my album, my project, but you gotta really like realize I'm 30 years old. I've been losing people I love for 15 years, like, and still managing to wake up and make it happen and BG Herbo and take pictures and smile for the fans. Like, I really done lost some of my best friends and had to go do a show that same day. You know what I'm saying? Like, my homie Cap died 2015. I had to perform in front of 10,000 people. I just had to find an Emmy. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people like, man, I just lost my homie. I'm finna go spin. Like, I wanted to go do the show. Like, so it's like I feel like I'm really destined for this. I chose my own destiny. I chose my own path, and I'm saying that like for me to experience all of that death and feel like I was numb to it when my little brother died, it changed my life. That was some of the worst pain that I ever felt in my life, ever. Like, I never could fathom, like, and I'm a street, like, when I walk out the house, I feel like I'm gonna die. Like, you know, like, I really feel like that, and that's what get me home. You feel what I'm saying? Like, every step, every move that I take is calculated, and I never felt like he was gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like, no bullshit. I never ever think like him. Hell no. I never thought he was gonna die. Every day I wake up, I really feel like I'm gonna die. I feel like somebody will do something to me, and that's just the life I live, and that's just.
You still feel like that? Because I remember last time you said you feel like that. You said you were going to therapy to help you.
Yeah, it helped me with
it. That's PTSD.
It helped me with it, but like, nah, hell no. And I'm glad that even going through therapy and like growing and healing the way that I've healed in my life, I'm kind of glad that I never lost that edge, for real, because that's how I protect myself. That's how I protect my children. That's how I make sure I get back home. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not out here thugging. I ain't wilding. I ain't doing no crazy shit. Some days I leave the house and it just be just me by myself, no security, nothing. But I'm still on point. I'm still watching my back. I'm still aware of my surroundings. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm glad that I never lost that edge for real. And when, like, going back to what, you know what I'm saying, what you said, Charlamagne, like, when my little brother died, I lost myself. Like, I became an alcoholic, like a badass alcoholic. I never used to drink, bro. I used to drink a fifth of liquor every single day. Like, every day by myself. Like, and my girl was pregnant when he died. You feel me? Like, and I was like, I was trying to, like, not be that weak around her. You feel me? Because she know I done been through shit. Like, she done been around me and I done lost homies. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and she used to, like, say, like, snap out of it. Like, you feel me? Like, she used to, like, say it, but it's like, I can't. It was just so hard for me. I really couldn't, for real. Like, I used to have to leave the house just to go cry. Like, swear to God. Like, just go get in the car and just cry for an hour straight. Because I ain't want to do that in front of her. And I felt like I should have. I should have. Yeah. But I was like, I don't know.
And when she say snap out of it, what does she mean?
Like, not snap out of the grief, snap out of the healing, snap out of the crashing out, like drinking every day and wanting to go to the club and just feel something because I really can't feel nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was like, that's what she used to tell me to snap out of, and it was like, it was hard, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I want to go back to one thing you said in regards to how you react to death, because, you know, staying busy is a response to trauma, right? And we saw that in real time. If you don't mind me bringing this up, like people don't know the day your father passed. God bless the day.
I came in.
You were scheduled to do a Breakfast Club interview. You came in the studio
and still wanted to do it.
I'm like, bro, go home. Like, what the hell?
That's some of the, like, and I love you forever for that, because I really was here to do that. And it's like, that's the thing. Like, I'm so used to death and used to shit. It's like, I didn't even process it for real. Like, I came here because it's like, I really was in my head trying to forget that my dad is dead. Yeah. But I gotta, like, understand it. I gotta know, like, yeah, my pops just died today. I need to process that. Like, and
you had just got the news while you was in the car on the way here.
On the way here, yeah.
That's
like,
crazy.
My dad was in the hospital. I knew he was sick, and I found out he died, and I just came here. I don't know. I just, like, I don't even, like,
know
what
tell G
mindset.
Herbo go home. Like, G Herbo, what are you doing, bro? Like, we not doing no interview.
He told me, like, bro, just go home. Like, just leave, bro. For real,
and what was the rest of that day like? What did you do? Did you reflect on it? Were you afraid to even
I was
face
afraid.
it?
I was afraid because, like, when you lose a parent, that's different. For real. My dad, like, I didn't have an absent father. Like, my father been living with me my entire life. Like, my mother and my dad been together 40 years. for real. And, like, and I think I was just trying to, like, not feel it, like, not process it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, all right, bet, let me just do it. And, like, that's the problem. Like, that's the thing. Like, you feel like, all right, let me just do it and push through this. And this is my job. This is my life. Like, you got to put that shit to the side sometimes when you're going through things like that. You feel what I'm saying? And the rest of that day for me was really just, like, I was scared. Like, I ain't want to call my mama. I ain't want to talk to my sister. It took me so long to just ask my sister, are you okay? How you doing? It was super hard.
Because you weren't okay.
Yeah, like, I was scared to, like, have them conversations with her, like, how you feeling? You know what I'm saying? And even my mom, like, I keep my mom close to me, man. My mom like this, you feel me? And I know it. Like, I could see it. I know she was not okay. And I used to avoid them conversations. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she'd bring stuff up and, like, send me pictures and all that. It was like, I'd been in therapy. I'm a person that's not, like, shy from my emotions. Like, I'm in tune with my emotions, all of that. But just, like, it was hard because, like, for me, I just thought he had more time. Like, I just wanted him to be here. So I wasn't trying to, like, live in reality because I was still grieving my little brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so when that happened, it was just like, I didn't want to believe that my dad was dead because I be on the road. Sometimes I go 8 months without seeing my pops. So it's like, you feel me? Like, 8-9 months without seeing him at all. Sometimes I go months without talking to him. So I was trying to, like, tap into that. Like, you feel me? Like, let me just get in that mentality. Like, he here, but, you know what I'm saying? But my pops really, like, that crazy. I think about that every day. Like, man, that really died on me. And it's crazy. Like, I pray every day. Like, I pray so much because my pops, my last conversation with him, my dad died the day after his birthday. Like my birthday October 8th, my dad birthday October 16th. He died on the 17th. And my last conversation with him, I called him. I said, "Happy birthday." I said, "Man, you on your way, boy. You getting old." Like I'm like, "You getting old, boy." And he died. Like that was the last thing I said to my pops. Like, "Boy, you on your way, boy. You about to be 70." You know what I'm saying? Like you getting old.
Yeah.
That nigga stop getting old.
Video you in a dream like you said that I was on my way.
Yeah, I hope so. I want him to. Nah, he haven't checked. I want him to. Yeah. I hope he tell me that tonight. Like that give me a lot of comfort for real. Like,
is it hard to write about? I mean, like I said, you write about your brother now.
Yeah,
but you think your brother was passed 3 years ago?
5.
Okay,
yeah, 5 years.
So is it hard? It's hard to put that on paper right now.
In a way, like only like I'll just like for sure. Like in a way, I just rap about like my pops passing.
Yeah.
I never like. I didn't got all the way, like, I didn't made songs, like, paying homage to my brother, like, Give It All, that song is about my brother, and made songs just talking about how I felt that day. Like, I done made multiple songs about my brother dying. Like, I ain't did that for my pops yet. All I said on Wax, for real, is just like my dad did. Like, I never spoke about the emotions, how I felt, or none of that. So, yeah, it is definitely tough because I don't know, I feel like mentally or just where I'm at in life, like I ain't been able to tap into that pain yet.
Yeah.
Well, you want to get into something off the album? What you want to hear off the album, man?
Let's play "Give It All." It's one of my favorite songs for sure.
Not?
Yeah.
We appreciate you for joining us,
Absolutely.
brother. Make sure you pick up Herbo album this week.
Herb.
And it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
#1 record. The record is flying on the charts. We play it, every hour on the hour? Damn near.
It's one of my wife's favorite records right now.
Folded, ladies and gentlemen. Kehlani, welcome.
Hey guys.
How are you, Kehlani?
I'm really good. How are you?
I am blessed, black, and highly favored. How's your energy?
It's good. Can I tell you guys something before we start?
Yeah, of course.
It's very important that during this era of my life, I let everyone know that my name is pronounced Kehlani.
Kehlani.
Who said otherwise?
You guys say Kehlani.
I always say Kehlani.
No, you just said Kehlani.
You the one that said Kehlani.
Good morning, Kehlani.
Good morning. I'm really good. How are you guys?
This might be like a stupid question, but like, why right now? Why haven't you been correcting people?
You know what? I feel like I have here and there.
Okay.
But then like it just blows under. Like nobody cares. Everybody just says how they want to say. It's not that big of a deal. I have family members who say Kehlani.
Got you. Okay.
But I'm 30 now. I'm feeling a little like, let's just get, it's been 10 years. You guys have been saying my name wrong for 10 years. Like,
That's interesting. We all like to create safe spaces for ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't think you can create a safe space of people calling you out your wrong name. Because I think if I was doing an interview and somebody said Kehlani, and the whole interview you'd probably be thinking, I should have corrected him.
But no one wants to be that person that's like sours the moment. It's like, by the way, scratch that.
Yeah.
Now you should.
Yeah.
You should.
Well, here we are. Now you guys know.
That's right.
Kehlani.
How does it feel? Folded #1. How is that feeling?
It feels really good. It's been a long time coming. I've been getting told for the last 8 years of my life, you're always one song away. You're one song away. You're one song away. We see it for you. And so to have the song and everything be changing in this way, it's really nice.
Did you know that was the record when y'all did it? Did you know that was going to be it?
No, it was the most accidental thing in the world. Like even making it was accidental. It came about accidentally. I'm in LA. I get a call to come finish this feature, but the guy's like, I'm about to go on this massive tour. Like, so you have to come finish it with me in person. Bring the producers. Come to Miami. Bring the producers. We go to Miami, and for 2 days we just can't figure out this song that we're supposed to finish. And we didn't want to waste the time. So we went to a studio house with Don Mills, who actually plays the guitar on the song. And Dre Harris came, and the first beat he played was the folded beat from his boy DK the Punisher. And I bring it in the other room, and I just keep singing this hook, and everybody's like, that's really cool. Like, let's build on it. And we stayed there for a week, but every single day after, we made that song, it'd be the one song from the camp that we just kept replaying. And I hit my label, and I was like, I don't know, like, I know you guys are looking for, what is it? It's like, is it June or July at this time? I'm not sure. I know you guys are looking for like the club single, the banger. This is not that. Like, this isn't really song of the summer. But this feels like an introduction to like where I'm at mentally, musically, my, maturation in my sonic journey. And let me just tease it. Like, let me put it out. You guys don't have to, don't freak out, but it feels good. And it just kind of like took its own life, and there we are.
Takes a lot of emotional intelligence to fold a man's clothes. And, And tell him come get him instead of just throwing him all over the lawn.
Well, I mean, I'm definitely not folding a man's clothes.
You're perfect.
Anyone's clothes, yeah. But I think it's a very nuanced perspective, and I'm watching a lot of people be on this, really extreme side of it. Either like, Kehlani's way better than me. Your clothes would be in a trash can or a bleach or
on fire.
I'm not taking time for that.
Right. Or they're like, yeah, I'm folding instantly. I'm folding the clothes and that's it. Who cares if they did wrong? In the song, I verbatim say, like, I probably should have asked for space, but I kind of told you to walk away, which means I probably jumped the gun and I overreacted. Mm-hmm. And I need to express to you that you did hurt me, but also maybe come over so we can talk about it. Mm-hmm. So it's more of like a nuanced, mature conversation existing that's kind of like both. You did hurt me, but we also need to speak. And I also might have not, handled this the right way. And let's just get in the same place and get in each other's face and come talk about it. I'm going to use your clothes as bait.
I like that.
It's like accountability.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I said you're choosing vulnerability over wearing emotional armor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what shifted in your real life that allowed that change?
I think something happens when you're turning 30. I mean, astrologically, something major happens. You go through a Saturn return, and outside of that, I've been through a lot. And the last couple of years, I've really spent, making the changes I needed to make. I know I saw you guys last time. We talked about mental health and all those. It's been a year since then. I think when I came to you guys last time, I was a week into being diagnosed. I had just started medication. Mm-hmm. I'm now a year into like that journey, very settled in, very in my routine, very, very healthy, and being able to assess myself and assess my situations and, just be on top of my stuff. Honestly, that allowed me to be able to come to a place to write from the perspective I'm able to write from now.
Were you ever on the other side, meaning were you ever the person to throw the clothes in the bag and then throw the clothes out the window?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure, of course.
So it was a growth evolution.
Yeah, I've been like a 25-year-old girl before. Yeah, for sure.
What has your journey been like since you said last time they saw you? It was like first week of you. What has your personal journey been like? Using your medicines now and kind of understanding, your body and your mental. What has that up and down or consistency been like, and how's it been different for you?
Yeah, I mean, bipolar disorder is a really layered thing that also, because it's so stigmatized in the world and there's so many jokes about it that I think people get really confused. They think, okay, I woke up with an attitude and then later on I felt better. Then I had an attitude again, so I'm bipolar. It's a way bigger, deeper thing than that. Yeah. And I think medicine and my therapy journey gave me the opportunity to have thought applied to my mood and thought applied to situations when in other ways I wouldn't have had the thought. I would have just felt it and it would have just left, and next thing you know there's episodical things happening and next thing you know I'm just gone with the wind. But this, I wouldn't say it stops it completely, but it really allows you to have a process. And I think that's been the biggest difference is I have so much option for process now. And I can go through these things and take them slowly and think about them and like have a second where I'm like, I have the tools now. I have a tool belt of things I can apply. Like, do I go this way? Do I take a walk? This is not the reaction that I want to. This is not the version of myself that I want to show up in this situation. So things like that, I think.
I would say it's difficult being vulnerable, right? For an artist, how difficult is that? Because you're showing a side of yourself that I'm sure you think that maybe people will laugh. But then on the other side, I'm sure there's a side that says there's so many people dealing with it. And I love the fact artists are doing more. We've seen it with Gucci, the same thing. So when did you realize I could be that vulnerable? And was it a hard line to draw to be like, do I want to be this vulnerable? Do I want to share this experience?
I think I've always been messily vulnerable. But I grew up in front of the world. Everybody's been seeing me do interviews like this since I was 19 years old. And I think when you're viewing it on the outside, you kind of timestamp people. Like artists get timestamped in whatever version of themselves stuck out to the fan. So there's people who still view me as something I went through when I was 24. And like that's who they'll see me as forever. And when you're 24 at that time, you're also confidently speaking in these interviews because you're like, this is who I am right now and I get it. Then 10 years later, you're like, oh my God.
I don't know who that person was.
I mean, it hasn't been 10 years for me, but I'm 30 now and I'm looking back at things I said when I was 24, 25, even 27. And I'm like, yikes. Even a year ago, I'm like, okay, like, growth. I'm different now.
That's good though. And you have the self-awareness to
that's how it's supposed to go. Yeah.
This has to feel good to you too, the success of Folded, because vocally you were one of the first artists I saw publicly showing support for Palestine. And I mean, you spoke out when a lot of people weren't. I know you lost shows because of it. You were barred from things. How does it feel having this success and you have it for being on the right side of history.
Yeah, I think if we have the courage to do things and then we see people have success after doing the things that we deem scary, we might be more courageous to do them. And I think it's important that other artists see that I've been able to thrive after all those things happen. I mean, there's still things that I will never be allowed to do, or things that are not getting picked up, or
even now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Probably forever. I don't think people realize how deep it goes. I didn't even at the time realize how deep it goes. Also, to be really frank, I was incredibly manic. So a lot of the routes that I went, the yelling and the you F all you guys if you guys don't understand, and da-da-da, and you know what, half my team could go if y'all don't speak. Just these different routes versus like, hey, let me calm down and be strategic about this, because in every single movement, in every single political movement across the board, there's more strategy involved in the way that you communicate it, the way that you choose to organize, the things that you engage with. And at the time, I didn't really have those resources to think in that way. So yeah, there's still things that I'm experiencing that I probably will experience for a really long time. But I think this other side of it is speaking to the fact that when there's great music, there's great music. And when people love the music and they love the art, then you can't really be taken out in that way.
And I'm a stern believer that you should always move off strategy over emotion, but you can understand the emotion when you're watching kids being
it's so
slaughtered.
understandable. I have so much grace for how I handled it, because I was really just passionate and upset. I was angry. We should have all been angry. It was really terrible to watch and treacherous to feel some kind of like a part of, because like our country is such a big part of it. But I definitely wish that I was able to calm myself to be smarter about the way that I went about it, for my own sake and for being a leader in front of a camera for other people.
And how do you feel when other artists don't speak about it when they have the opportunity? Do you look? How does that feel to you? Because you jumped out the window and you got banned from things. And
I think it's really easy to say, like, I want to be very clear with my words. Like, it is really easy to say that I hate them for it, or I really blame them. But after experiencing everything I went through, which went way deeper than just being banned from things, it, got into my safety, my family dynamics, my friendships. I had to move. It put me into a really bad paranoia every time I left the house of, was everybody out to get me? And did I need security to sit in front of my house? And was anybody plotting on me? And the death threats I got at my shows, like highly organized, typed out, detailed death threats. Wow. It's easy to say, like, that shouldn't matter because we should all be, up in arms. And part of me is like, yeah, we should. But also I wish it wasn't so sinister, like the lashings behind the scene. I wish it wasn't so sinister. And I wish it wasn't something to be afraid of. I think if we all spoke in numbers and there was so many of us, it wouldn't be so easy to just come after one person. I think when you leave it to be one or two people, it's easy to just get them out of here. Yeah. We've seen it historically. But if it's a lot of people, who can they get? There's a bunch of us.
Did it make you speak out even more? Because you did it the red carpet on the AMAs. You voiced support for Palestine.
Yeah.
So when you were getting backlash behind the scenes, you were like, nah, I'm going to go out there even more.
I was like, I'm already here. Like, I'm already experiencing everything I'm experiencing, and it hasn't stopped. Like, it hasn't stopped. Like, it's still, ceasefire and all, still hasn't stopped. And even if the genocide itself does stop, there's a much larger thing at hand there, which is, ending the apartheid. So I don't know. I don't think it was ever like an intentional, I'm going to choose to speak. I was asked a question on the carpet and I answered it, and my stance remains the same. So
yeah, it's just interesting that you would still be getting backlash, because even the UN chief said there are strong reasons to believe that war crimes have been committed.
Yeah, but we're dealing with a very delusional other side. It's a very delusional side where you've shown videos and you've shown facts and they've seen things, and the response is literally, that's not even real. Like, y'all made this up. Like, you kind of at some point have to be like, okay, there's a game here, and I'm not going to play this game with you guys because you know what you're doing. I'm not gonna play it.
I saw the comments about you speaking out on ICE and them going into schools and things of that nature. I know you're a mom as well, but like, have you experienced any similar pushback from the other side or wherever because of those comments?
No. Yeah. Zionism is a much larger, deeper, darker, sinister thing than good old regular American racism, even though they're very intertwined. And they walk hand in hand with each other a little bit. But yeah, no, I haven't experienced any pushback from that. I think we're all more comfortable talking about that in general than, anything else. So.
I was going to ask you, we also seen you speak out about AI in the industry.
Yeah.
And the crazy part about it is, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's crazy for an artist. We had Tank and Jay Valentine up here, and they were talking about, they were talking about they think it's a good thing, and that artists and the industry needs to adapt to it. But I think it kind of hurts the fact of the creativity.
But they did say it's not better than Kehlani.
You an executive, right?
Yes.
Would you rather sign an artist that you got to deal with makeup, hair, managers, security, all that, or AI person that you ain't got to deal with nothing? You cut a check and just let the money come in.
Well, if you tell me that person you just said is Kehlani, I'm taking Kehlani. It's worth it. They're going to see her drive. They're going to see how hard she goes, and you're going to go, oh.
Amen.
So what's your thoughts on it?
I think there's so many layers to it. One, we're going to put out there that, it's not good for the environment. It's affecting communities everywhere, but especially disparaged black communities in America. It's messing with the water, it's messing with the air. Like, it's going to make people sick in the long run. We move on from that and get into all these aspects of music that are and jobs. Let's forget music, right? I'm speaking to music because I'm being asked about music, but I'm not. I think there's a much larger thing of like all these little jobs that people are employed to do that is keeping their families going, that is literally feeding everyone around them are just gone. And we don't realize we're training, these systems to do those things. There's things that I understand. I think I was told about how it is working for surgeries, like these robots are helping in surgery rooms.
More precision nursing, more precise. They can do
more precise surgeries. And then there's, like the disabled community and being able to get things done in that way. And I've experienced producers and writers be stuck on something and use it to help or like finish something and then get it replayed or get it remade. And like, those aren't exactly things that I'm super mad about. Like, I'm not going to bark at them the same way, but overall as a whole.
But a fake person, a fake artist, a fake singer.
It's just unfortunate because I think music is such a God-given thing. It's the highest gift, God gave to earth. It's used in every single religion across the board to connect with God. It's a very powerful thing. And for it to be generated in that way and also be what it's using to be generated is a combination of real people's stories and real people's voices and real people's feelings and emotion. And for all that to happen, even deeper than, it's going to take our jobs, because there's this sensationalized sentence of mine that's like, why do I have to compete with a computer? But it's not about competing. It's more like, this is a disruption of something that God gave us. You know what I mean? And that feels wrong to me. Like, music is it comes from here, it's given here, and to have that generated through a computer just feels like it just feels wrong.
I like this argument, Kehlani. I like this because I feel the same way. It is a download from God. You can't download it from a computer, but now they have Jesus AI.
Yeah.
And you can log on and have meaningful conversations with Jesus.
Send Jesus a message and then
they'll
send
insane.
you back a biblical verse.
Yeah,
it sounds crazy.
I think it's gonna go so far. I don't think people are thinking about the negative implications, like being able to be framed for things, being able to have images created of your children that are inappropriate, that lives on people's computers and they can do whatever they want to it. When you wake up one day and somebody has a sex tape of you that never happened.
Yeah.
If they can make...
That's happening now.
It is? That's what, have you heard about the people getting the phone calls?
Oh, yeah, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call you and you hear your kids or somebody
screaming, I need X amount of money because my kid got kidnapped. Like, I don't think it's just cute and fun and games now. And you want to make videos of Malcolm X eating a seafood boil with Martin Luther King and Michael Jackson and Prince have an argument about whose funeral was more lit. Like, I've seen them all. It's but there comes a point when you have to realize that where there's always light and fun, there's always going to be the extreme of that existing somewhere that we can't access it. And I also think something is real sinister about the White House using so much AI.
Oh, this election year is going to be crazy.
It's going to be nuts. How are they going to be able to say anything was real or false?
What do you say to the people? Because I know one of the conversations that you were having was specifically about the $3 million deal. The reported $3 million deal that Zanaya, the AI...
The thing.
I don't even know how to reference
the compute.
Yeah, the artist Zanaya Monet got, right? There are people that'll say, all of that is true, but there's good and bad with everything. But on the other hand, you have this black woman who is using her poetry to write lyrics that now is $3 million wealthier and able to do for her family and stuff like that.
I mean, I said even in the times I've spoken about her, I'm not mad at... her ability to have done that for herself. I think it's dishonest the way we're speaking about it. Because I think it's a very interesting thing to be responding to particular comments and saying certain things, but not telling the truth. Tell the truth. You wrote a couple lines, you said a couple words, then you framed, I might want it to sound like this and go like this and take from this and make it sound like this and make it appeal in this way and make me look like this and da-da-da. And it did all of that. You're doing 15% of the job. Let's just be honest about what the 15% of the job is. If you write poetry, I would love to write with a poet. I've written with poets before. They come in, we write together, I turn their words into a song, I use my songwriter brain to apply to their poetry brain, and we make a really beautiful product. But I'm watching her answer these questions, and I'm watching the lies accumulate and like tick together in her head to try to figure out what to say. And I'm like, we could just tell the truth and say what the tool is being used for. And then maybe it can have its separate charts, or it can have, because you're right, there is no stopping it. I could get, for being said it should have its own charts, but at this point, something has to be done.
An AI separate chart with AI artists, yes.
Let them duke it out.
iHeart had created something called Guaranteed Human.
I saw that.
So that at least we're going to be human, like the personalities in music, but if one day they do decide to play AI music, it'll still, you'll know this is AI music.
Yeah, so, it's less about, I want everybody to feed their families and be successful at the end of the day. That's my wish. If I had one wish in the world, it would be for everybody to have their needs met. So I'm never mad at that.
I like what you said, though, because I was going to ask you, what does authentic music have that AI generated music could never have? God, word up.
Yeah,
that's the answer.
That's it. I don't play with things like that. It's such a deep thing, and I feel like us being able to. I watch the AI artists even talk about God. It is insane. The AI gospel, that is insane. I'm looking in Zanaya Monet's. Yeah, I'm looking in Zanaya Monet's comments, and they're saying, "Sis, you're anointed."
No.
That's kind of crazy.
I mean, I'm going to go look at the comments right now, but I will say when I first heard the song, whenever I was up in arms, I had to listen to the music, and I went and listened, and I was like, oh, this is actually, it's good music.
Because you know what it's doing, though? It's analyzing the community that she's trying to appeal to, which means it's studying black women, saying what do black women want to hear, what perspectives, what type of voices, what kind of stories, what kind of emotions, and then accumulating all of that and going, I'm about to give you a package deal of exactly what you want, even down to what I look like.
So it's an artificial anointing. Could it be artificial anointing?
Artificial anointing. I don't know if that goes in the same sentence. But hey.
So are you against the Chat GPT stuff as well?
I'm against people putting it in place of very human things. Look, we are entering.
It makes life easier for a lot of people.
It does, and that's the argument. It does,
because kids go to school, you could type it in. I have to do a report on this. Type it in ChatGPT. You get a 10-page report. Does that make that kid smarter? But then you have the argument of
people who can't afford English classes that moved here and need English classes is teaching them English. There's always gonna be this thing that's there are things that it is good for and there are things that it is bad for outside of what it's doing to the environment, but we become gluttonous with it, and it's not regulated, guys. That's really the problem, is that it's not regulated. Did you not see the moments where people were telling their ChatGPT to cancel itself, and then it hopped servers to avoid getting deleted,
like iRobot?
Yes, it hopped. I promise you can look this up right now. It jumped servers because it didn't want to get. If it can observe all of our emotions, why couldn't it be able to think of something as sinister as we could think of and not want to get canceled or not want to get deleted or not want to be gone or want to? It's studying us 24/7.
Yeah, there's something. I mean, I totally agree with you with the God thing, because there's something to being a spiritual being, living a human existence, right? Like, we're supposed to make mistakes. We're supposed to try to figure things out, like us, through prayer and meditation and just
and
work.
Therapy,
yes.
Community,
community.
Being a community member is really important. Talking to people, having other people talk to you back, sharing experience, messing up together, being held accountable, being called in, growing, getting applause from other humans, getting love from other humans. If we're all just going to be alone getting all those things from a robot, we're going to stunt ourselves as a world.
As a species, I agree.
Then what happens to love, and what happens to art, and what happens to music? I've been having this conversation for weeks. That paired with how the internet's obsessed with destroying each other and calling and completely ruining people's lives and doing all these kind of things. We're entering a very individualistic, let's kill community for people kind of world. Like, we're isolating everyone from every side. Technology and each other is becoming this huge isolation party, and it's really sad.
How does that make you as a mom now? Because you have a daughter. So how are you raising your child in this type of world that you just named? You know what I mean? Because these other kids, when they go to these colleges and schools, they're going to be using ChatGPT.
Yeah.
You know, these other kids are going to be using things that necessarily you don't agree with. You know, so how do you raise that daughter in this crazy world?
With information. I think I give her all the information possible. I don't lie to my kid. I don't, obviously you don't just outright tell her terrible things, but like, you give her all the information so she knows what's out there, and I tell her why I don't agree with this, why I think this is bad, why, I'm not going to say no to this, but I'm going to give you another option and explain why that option is probably the better option to do, and let her decide. Ultimately, I can't protect her from what she learns at school and what her friends share and things like that, but at home, we're very, human focused, and I'm very communal. Like, she has a big extended family. She has a million aunties and uncles and cousins, and she lives I have community and people around me kind of life. She's not sitting in the corner on her iPad alone all day. That's just not her life.
Does she see how does she feel about the evolved version of Kehlani, right? Because you said you've changed.
She's 6. I don't know.
There's got to be a difference between 3 and 6 and 4 and 6. Be like, man, mommy's cooler now, mommy.
I've been her mom the whole time. I've just been my daughter's mom the whole time. How everyone else gets to see me is never going to be how she sees me, because I'm just her mommy. I always have been. I always will be. I don't fall apart in front of her. I don't put her in any adult situation. She doesn't have a clue if anything is going on with me. I've just been her happy mom this whole time, and I take pride in that.
You switching gears. You said Brandy was on your Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
Who else?
Stevie Wonder is the head of the Mount Rushmore. Whatever.
Is this vocals or just artists in general?
I think artistry.
Okay.
And this for everybody, or you said every artist or every singer should have this Mount Rushmore?
I think every singer should have different kinds of Mount Rushmores. Like, I said, she should be on the vocal Mount Rushmore, but also artistry, like, in general. But she should be on everyone's vocal Mount Rushmore.
100%.
I want to know your vocal.
My vocal Mount Rushmore? Okay. Brandy. Beyonce.
Can't put them next to each other. I'm just joking.
You know, just take Ray J's phone.
I couldn't let that go. I'm sorry.
Let them have a beautiful tour. They're having a beautiful tour. Please let them.
I'm sorry.
Please. Yeah, Beyonce. Whitney Houston, obviously.
Of course.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the one I wanted to make sure was on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a lineage, right?
Yes.
There's no Brandy without Whitney Houston.
I'm sorry playing with you.
Who's your last one? Brandy, Beyonce, Whitney?
I'm gonna say Mariah.
Gotta be Mariah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. What? We're talking about, like, freaky level, like, channel talent of okay, well, when will anybody be able to ever do that again?
No.
Type people.
Yeah. Well, if you want to see Kehlani, she's going to be performing at our Jingle Ball in Miami and our Jingle Ball in Atlanta. And we appreciate you for joining us.
Thank you. We always get real deep in here.
And one time, Kehlani didn't want to come up here. She's like, I ain't with the breakfast club.
I was scared of you guys.
She was scared as a mother, but we got through it.
We were having different conversations then.
Yes.
I was little.
Evolved.
Look at us. Growth.
We've all evolved.
Absolutely.
And all
Yeah.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Make sure you tell them to watch out for Florida, man.
The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. Yes, you are a donkey.
A Florida man attacked an ATM for a very strange reason. It gave him too much money. Florida man is arrested after deputies say he rigged the door to his home in an attempt to electrocute his pregnant wife. Police arrested an Orlando man for attacking a flamingo.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Donkey of the day with Charlamagne the God. I don't know why y'all keep letting him get y'all like this.
No, Lil Duval, it's not me. It's Florida, okay? Donkey of the day goes to a 48-year-old Florida man named Darius Davis, okay? Darius Davis is from Miami-Dade, Florida. Okay, drop on the clues bombs from Miami-Dade. All right? What does your Uncle Sharla always say about the great state of Florida? Say it with me. The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida, and today is no exception, okay? Salute to every black man out there who still has a hairline. All right, God bless you all. I remember those days of having one. And what bothers me the most is I feel like I got cheated because back in the day, I got my wig pushed back by a whack barber. Okay, you know, one of those barbers trying to get that line sharp, But in the process of them trying to get it sharp, they just keep pushing your hairline back further and further. Okay, I really feel like that got me started on the path to baldness. Okay, that barber snatched my edges. All right, my hairline never fully recovered from the barber pushing my hairline back. Okay, every black man out there knows the pain of getting your hairline pushed back, and then finally at some point you just say, F it, cut it all off. Okay, we were forced to go bald because a barber pushed our hairlines back, all right? Hashtag tragic. Now, Darius did something that a lot of men dream about doing when their hairline gets pushed back. And that something is violence. What do you mean violence, Uncle Charlotte? Well, let's go to Local 10 News for the report, please.
Darius Davis is in jail once again after police spent a few days looking for him following a violent encounter at a barber shop. Security video from that day shows Davis walking back into Square Biz with a gun and threatening the owner, Samuel Wilson. Wilson says this was all over an issue with Davis's hairline. The barber says he's been doing Davis's hair for a while and never had an issue before.
He wasn't a man until he had that pistol in his hand. Slapped me in the head with it, choked me out. You got it.
In the video, you can see Davis force Wilson to the couch and hit him with the gun. Newly obtained arrest forms for Davis show police took him into custody a few days later after a traffic stop. The 48-year-old was booked into jail before appearing in bond court over the weekend multiple times.
I did not think he was going to come around here and come back. I thought we might have fisticuffed, but I didn't think he was going to come back with a firearm. I told him, man, have a good day.
So Davis is facing several charges. The judge set his bond at about $35,000, has since posted it.
First of all, before we continue the story, I want to say salute to all the barbers out there. Dropping the clues bombs for every barber that can hear my voice. Okay, barbers are pillars in the black community. My brothers, when you really put it in perspective, there aren't too many people more important to the black community. All right, some of y'all don't go to church, but you go to a barbershop at least twice a week. All right, so the barber more important than your pastor. All right, some of y'all see your barber more than you see your doctor, which is a good thing because I guess you're healthy. But once again, your barber is more important to you than your doctor. Hell, some folks wouldn't even want to go to the doctor without a haircut. All right? The moral of the story is we're going to stop acting like barbers aren't a part of our circle of life. For me, it's spiritual leaders, therapists, barbers, doctor, dermatologist, personal trainer. Okay, what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is barbers should be given the utmost respect at all times. Unless, and there is an unless they are a terrible barber. Okay, no barber deserves violence unless, of course, they are terrible. But even if they are terrible, even if there's a barber malpractice, they don't deserve to get a gun pulled on them, all right? There's levels to violence. Don't like your fade, then ask for a fade, all right? But pulling a gun, that's too much, all right? Actually asking for a fist fight or fisticuffs is too much, okay? You can just say he sucks. That's worse than actually pulling a gun on someone or fighting them because nobody wants to be the barber in the shop that nobody goes to. That is one of the most lonely men in the world. You hear me? Okay, and they always fat because they have nothing else to do but sit there and eat while everybody else on their feet all day because they got actual clients, all right? Now, for the record, most people wouldn't react to having their hairline pushed back in this way, but you always have to know who you playing with. Darius is a convicted felon, all right? And he is a known violent offender. He had an armed robbery charge in 93 and 98 and burglary with assault in 98. He did prison time from 99 to 2004 and from 2006 to 2017. So clearly, Darius about all that action, okay? So anything can set him off, and I don't think people understand what not having a hairline does to some men. It can trigger violence, all right? Some men don't have the head for a baldy, and the thought of them having to get one is infuriating. I thank God he gave me the kind of skull that looks cool with a baldy, okay? Because everyone can't do it, and they know it. Everybody doesn't want to wear the man unit, okay? Everybody doesn't want to do the painted on hairlines, but they also know how ridiculous they could look with a baldy. Think about, how we had to get used to seeing Steve Harvey with a baldy. Took some time for us to adjust, right? Right? Remember Miguel, R&B singer Miguel, when he first came out with a baldy? Looked ridiculous.
Hell yeah.
Okay? LeBron James couldn't have a baldy. Okay? I could tell by his head shape. Yet another reason he will never be Michael Jordan. Okay? Who are some other people who look ridiculous with a baldy, Jess? Who do you think?
Cynthia Erivo.
Okay, first of all, I'm talking about men, Jess.
What the hell?
Cynthia Erivo.
All right.
Anyway, I don't know how I even asked you. The moral of the story is, when the only thing sharper than the clippers is your temper, trim the attitude, not the argument. Okay? Please give Darius Davis the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
You are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yeehaw.
Yes, indeed.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, Miguel head was crazy.
He looked ridiculous. Go back and look at Miguel when he first came out with a bald head. And he did it in the reverse. Usually people start with hair and then go bald and look ridiculous. Miguel started off bald. Go back and look. Y'all don't remember Miguel when he first came out.
Definitely don't.
Definitely.
You don't remember Miguel when he first came out and he had the bald head?
Yeah. That was different.
Well, that was all I want is you, Miguel. You playing the Dawn. He had hair by Dawn.
Yeah. Nah, that was the. Yeah, that's when he was bald.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Getting
man.
real eggy around here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Damn. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today, sir.
Yeah, you said one too many dams when looking at a man.
Right.
You looked at that man. You looked at Miguel for 30 seconds and said 7 dams. He ain't need no 7 dams.
Because
Okay?
there was a bunch of different pictures. All right. Anyway, thank you for that donkey today, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
With you? This guy's crazy.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. And we got a special guest in the building.
Papoose.
Peace.
What's up, brother? How you feeling, man?
Everything was great, man.
I see you just celebrated your daughter's birthday the other day.
Yeah, I did, man.
McDonald's party?
Yeah, she turned 7 years old.
That's nice, man.
Beautiful thing, man.
Enjoy. They get big fast.
It happened so fast, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a blessing.
I feel like you should have been did Bars on Wheels. You know
really?
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did. That's a fact.
What is Bars on Wheels, first of all?
Yeah, so Bars on Wheels, a journey to save hip-hop, man. It's me basically taking what I was doing on Instagram to the next level, though. I mean, so sometimes when I post the videos and me driving in the car rapping, some people go in the comments and they be like, okay, but where's he going?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you know what? I want
Where you be going?
See, there you go. So I'm on a journey to save hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? So that's the name of the project, man. And I didn't want to just do it as an album. I wanted to do it as a short film and just do something that was never done before.
You know, you've always prided yourself on just being a pure lyricist, and, you know, everybody likes to do the melodies and the vibes more than the bars. What do you think lyric-first rappers need to do to stay culturally relevant without compromising the craft?
I think just be themselves, man. I think nobody can do you better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the only one with your DNA, and you got to utilize that. Sometimes people try to go outside of themselves, and you cheating yourself because you could have just been yourself, and you never know what the outcome could be. So to answer the question is just be yourself, man.
So when you write today, are you just trying to out-rap everybody, or are you just more focused on saying something meaningful? Because you've always said meaningful things in your rhymes, too.
Nah, man, it's just I study the craft. I practice my craft so long that it comes out like that. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to out-rap nobody. It happens naturally. You know what I'm saying? To be honest.
Now, I know the project is all about saving hip-hop, but at the end of your visual, you basically flip it where it's like you can't save hip-hop. And one of the things that you show, without giving too much of it, is the conversation around, like, you know, the drugs and things that infiltrated the culture. So, first of all, I guess, you know, obvious question is why include that? And then second question to that is, if we can't save hip-hop, then what's your real mission? Like, how are you?
So, you know, I think that played a major part to the demise of our culture, of our hip-hop. You know, rest in peace to guys like Mac Miller, young artists who just dying from drug overdose. I think all of those things, man, where they glorified using drugs, and you got kids ODing on it. So I just wanted to shine a light on that and create awareness to talk about it. And as far as at the ending, when I said, you know, can't save them, you know, you got to watch part 2 to see the continue to get the conclusion of that. But that's how I feel sometimes, man. Like when I say I'm on a journey to save hip hop, I'm a part of the culture. Like, I live this for real. So anytime I step in front of the microphone, that's my goal, to elevate the game. But it feels helpless sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? So
how do we change that, right? Because of course, hip hop took a turn, right, where the sellers became the users and that whole thing. But it was still a place where there was negativity in hip hop, which kind of hurt hip hop, right? Didn't have to be OD and brothers getting to jail, but I felt like there is a strong line of negative and positive when it comes to it. You feel like that positive is not being heard anymore?
it's not even that. I just feel like, I feel like negative and positive exist in life, period. Right. Sometimes people put too much on hip-hop. Like, they got to stop. And if a cat gets stuck in the tree, all these rappers rapping about cats getting stuck in the trees, this is why this happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people blame hip-hop for things that actually go on in America. America has a problem with violence and all that. Mm-hmm. When hip-hop was positive, I seen negativity going on. So I don't blame hip-hop for those things. Actually, I feel like hip-hop saved a lot of lives. You know what I'm saying? You know how many jobs? Y'all wouldn't even be sitting here if it wasn't for hip-hop.
Right.
That's right.
So when people like to blame hip-hop for negative things, I don't look at it like that. I look at it like we have those issues living in this country, period.
I saw Robin Roberts ask 50 that about the Diddy doc. She was like, is this an indictment of hip-hop or something like that? What hip-hop got to do with it?
Nothing.
Right. Yeah. See, they always dragging hip. If you notice that, and I think
no other genre.
No, I think part of the reason why that happened is because they don't like that. Black billionaires and millionaires are being made out of this. So I think why we got our own kind putting hip hop down so much, they need to be aware of that.
How has your perspective on the streets changed, Pap? Now that you're older and just more reflective, as soon as you walked in, it'd be one to remind you of when you used to put hands on people.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say it like that.
You
but
did say it.
No,
like
you did. You talking about World Star. That's his Papoose says
that had nothing to do with Pap. I was talking about something completely different. You're like,
I was laughing. I said.
What was your question?
How has your perspective on the streets changed?
Oh, when you say streets change, what you mean, though?
Just being an older person, you can reflect on how things used to be, things we used to glorify.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. I respect it, man. I respect and I love growth. I think it's very important. I embrace it. I'm all about positivity, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you look at me, you see me, like MB said, I got my history, but when they really put the light on me, I said, what? Black love. Right. Something positive, man. I don't wear the street shit on my sleeve. I don't need to. You know what I'm saying? I always showcase my talent. You know what I mean? And something positive about uplifting our people.
So if you could speak to these young men who idolize the street life, what would you tell them about the real cost of that lifestyle?
I would say don't do it. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? What I always tell my young brothers who I see in the street, and I always try to point this out to them. Look around at your crew. And I got to be honest with them. All y'all not gonna make it out. You know how many individuals I grew up with when I was younger? They not here no more. I'm sure you got homies like that. They literally lost their lives. And at the time when y'all was together, y'all was hanging out, y'all was running in the street. You never thought that they would be gone. So I always tell them, look around. One of y'all or two or maybe three of y'all not gonna make it. It might be you. So if you think that's worth it, continue in the street. But it's not worth it, bro. So get out of that.
You mentioned Black Love earlier. I know Claressa's here as well, but I wanted to go back to that time period. I wanted to go back to that time period because I feel like for the longest time prior to your relationship, now you and Remy were like the emblem of like Black love, positivity, and then everything just switched publicly. And I know you talk about even in hip hop, like how things are thrown on hip hop and thrown on us negatively. When that moment was happening publicly with you and Remy, what was Papoose feeling? Because it was so positive for so long, and it kind of just changed everything. What were you feeling as everything started to, happen online?
It was corny. It's always corny to do social media. You know what I'm saying? Who wants that? Who wants to be a part of the circus? So I just felt like it was corny.
You got attacked for Black love early on.
Wow.
No, you did.
Somebody said it.
No, you did.
Yeah.
No, we used to have conversations about what love and why
Somebody
we show love. And we
said
had, behind the scenes conversation. But
Very
you got attacked
interesting.
for it. When you got attacked for it, why did you think you got attacked for showing and expressing love to the individual you were with? Like, why do you think that happened and why did you keep going?
It's a couple different things. So initially, when she became incarcerated, they was killing me. Mm-hmm. They was like, yo, he holding her down. He's an idiot. He's dumb. All this bull, right? I didn't care, though, because that was my real life at the time. Mm-hmm. And then as it progressed, one time Double XL had reached out to me, and they was like, yo, we want to follow you one day and document your journey, like what's going on with you. And they followed me to the supermarket. I went and got groceries for her, you know what I'm saying? Then I went on the visit, brought the groceries. They sat on the visit with me. And they put out that article. When they put out that article, it kind of changed. The outlook kind of changed for a hot second. Everybody was like, wow, they couldn't believe it. And it was cool. I kept going. But what you kind of talk about is when we did Love and Hip Hop.
That's when you think the change happened?
Yeah. Well, you had mixed. It was mixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, the women were embracing it. But I go to the toll booth, and I go get a dude my money because they ain't have the
easy pass back.
Right, and he'd be like, "Oh man, you f***ing up my household, man." My woman told me I need
by being a good man.
Yeah, my woman told me I need to be more like you. Like, here's your change. You know what I'm saying? So the dudes was always hating, but the women, older women, all different age groups, they always embraced it.
And then you did your own spinoff, the Black Love spinoff, which you guys had more creative control over at the time, right?
Yeah.
So if you felt like kind of the tide was changing when you guys got on reality TV, why was it important for you to do that like second installment?
Because you know, the opportunity was there to show more of us. You know, when you're on Love and Hip Hop, you just got like a segment. You know what I'm saying? So it was just that, and people wanted to see more of us at that time. So we was like, all right, cool, let's do it. I think we did the holiday special first, and then it went from there. But going back to what you were saying earlier, like when I first shot it, I was like, oh, they about to kill me, man. When they come out, because people never saw that side of me. You know what I'm saying? But it was surprisingly, people embraced it. I think the world was tired of seeing our culture getting put down, drinks getting thrown on each other, and just the bad stigma on our relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Do you ever regret it at all, putting that much of your life on camera?
I don't regret it at all because it was real. It wasn't like nothing was rehearsed, nothing was scripted. People just saw what was going on at that time.
But you know, the thing with it is like, I get it. But now people are so dialed into your life.
Yeah.
So now there is no moment where it's like, hold on, let me figure this out. Because now they're like, nah, you showed me this. You showed me the baby. You showed me the 1-year-old party. You showed me the dance.
Love that.
You showed me this.
I love that.
But then when it's like, when you say, you know what, I need to take a break, they're like, nah, you can't take a break.
No. I love it. I'll tell you why. See, this is what happens with celebrities. And I kind of said this before. When it's all good, right? When y'all buying into our careers, y'all watching the TV show, y'all coming to the performances, the appearances, the walkthroughs. I bring you in the room when my daughter is born. You come to the wedding, you see everything, right? Okay, and then as soon as something happened with these celebrities, what's the first thing they say? Y'all don't know me like that.
I want my space.
Y'all don't know what's going on in my life.
Correct.
So I'm glad that I gave y'all an open book. So when someone wants to lie on me, you guys have been there all along. Y'all seen this shit. So that's all.
Now, there was one thing that came out of that. And you said you wrote 90% of Remy's rap, including Conceited.
Mm-hmm.
Was that true?
No comment, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish her the best. Mm-hmm. And that's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, I never wanted to be a part of that. Mm-hmm. But sometimes your hand is forced. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta do what you gotta do. But I wish her the best, man. You know what I mean? I got an amazing best friend in my life right now, and we happy, man.
Somebody said, you know, that was for press and media, it was a hard time because we know y'all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
no, but y'all know us, but sometimes people pretend like they don't know us. That's what get on my nerves.
I think for most people, it was like, what happened? Like,
I mean, like I said, y'all was there every step of the way. Y'all was there when I was riding up there to the prison. Y'all seen me fighting court officers getting thrown out of the courtroom. It was in the newspapers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen everything. How can I come to y'all and say something didn't happen? Y'all got to stop, man. Like, come on. So
I think during that time, I know for myself, I just wanted y'all to fix it because I've known y'all so long, and not fix the relationship, just the friendship, the parenting, just fix that part.
That takes time. Like it's a divorce. It's not something that just happens overnight. You know what I'm saying? But people's life don't stop because of that. You know what I mean? It's papers, it's time, it's all this stuff that got to happen. But at the end of the day, we move forward with our lives. Like
I wish her the best.
For sure.
We got some great, amazing things going on. And like I said, this is my best friend right here, man. We living our life.
We've been together over a year and a half now. It'll be 2 years next year in September. We at the end of the year. Some of this stuff is just so old. You know, it's so old to talk about, to bring up, to keep harping on it. It's like they're separated. She got somebody too. Like, don't act like it's just over here. Like, she's happy, we're happy, and that's it. Like, I don't know what
Is it cordial though? Is it cordial, or are you just like, nah, it is what it is?
I'm always cordial, bro. I'm cordial with everybody. Like, come on, bro. I'm not problematic, man. You know, y'all know this stuff, man.
You've evolved.
Can I ask y'all a question, man?
You've evolved.
Let me just go out and say, why when something happen, y'all act like y'all don't know people? Like Envy, I know Envy like cars. Envy got dogs. He's a DJ. He from Queens. So when somebody come over here and say, I saw Envy doing X, Y, I've been watching this for 20-something years. I never heard that next to his name. Like, certain things they can't put on your jacket. You know what I'm saying? I know Charlamagne, he speaks about mental health. You know what I mean? He's into different things. He's into his relationship with his wife. If I've been watching this man 15 years, like certain things I might hear, Charlamagne did that, man. A rap. If a tell me a was up here rapping and Charlamagne told to his face, you whack.
But I think that's
I'm gonna
why-
say he did that.
But when the tables turn,
You
it's the
can't
same
let me
thing.
finish. You can't just come with some left field that I never heard. In 20 years of me following this man's career since he was on Wendy Williams.
Right.
Nah, that don't go with him.
Rumor, Papoose punching somebody in the face. I believe it. 'Cause I've seen it before.
Why you keep doing that to Pat?
I've seen it. He can't tell me. I don't believe it when I've seen it.
But wait, Papoose, like to your point, and Champ, I know you mentioned like it's old, but I think the reason why people bring it back up is because we saw so much and we knew you, and then when everything happened, there's claims of like you cheating and like all these things, and we're
But
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like if it's a new artist, I
can't
get
put
it.
stuff on
We don't
somebody's
know him.
jacket.
All these
Never
years
existed.
incarcerated. That never been on my name ever.
You can't just ask.
Y'all was out here with me. I was coming to the old
Now
studio.
that- I'm gonna tell you something. That is a
So-
good point that Pat making because
Come on.
all them years she was incarcerated, we never heard of Pat. We ain't
All
never
of a
seen
sudden-
Pat out in the street. Nothing.
All of a
That's true.
sudden, boom, out of nowhere, an asteroid hit. Like, come on, man.
so that didn't happen because she said she had, like got into it with somebody over some allegations, and
Like I said, man, I wish her the best, man. Me speaking about that, it goes into like a whole, and I ain't here to do that. You know what I mean?
Claressa, I know on your side of it, like people always like push back because it's like he's still married and he's this and he's that. And you're like they're separated, we're happy.
Yeah.
For you, trying to move forward in this new relationship, like how tough is that when that conversation comes up for you?
I don't know why they act like people don't get divorced. It's the craziest thing to me. Like everything, the most thing that happens in life, people act like we don't understand is breakups and relationships. You never gonna break up with your family because they're your blood. You got to deal with them, your mama, your daddy, your crazy sister, your outrageous cousin. But when it comes to relationship, that breaks up all the time. Marriages end all the time. Divorces happen. I don't know why it's like, oh, divorce is impossible when it's divorce filed, public, whatever the heck that was. It's like, and we're together all the time, every single day. Ebony Awards, fights, walkouts, at home, cooking. Like, it's harder for the fans that followed them to let go than it is for them. I feel like.
I will say
You know
this
what I'm
though.
saying?
I will say this because I don't think this is wrong towards anybody. I will say this. None of that was true, man. I come from a big family. Like if you really follow me and you're not just around for the gossip, you see my daughter, you see my sisters, you see my mother, you see so many beautiful women in my life who love me to death. You know what I mean? Not only because I was there for them when they need me, I fought all their battles. I don't just do it for the person that I'm with. I do this for my children. Like I've had to put hands on my daughter's boyfriends to protect them. I'm being honest. I'm a protector, bro, and a provider. So anything outside of that, it doesn't go.
But I think the main thing
it doesn't add up.
When the fans follow your life, and like you said, we don't know what goes on. We only know what we see. And then all of a sudden on Tuesday, we start seeing these tweets and these Instagram posts. We like, what?
But that's not how it happened, though. See, that's another.
But that's
part
what
of
they seen.
I know, but you said it earlier, right? You said, "Yo, Pat put hands on somebody," right? Y'all seen all of this happen right in front of y'all face.
Yeah, and you rap about it.
None of this was said when all this was going on. See, that y'all making me get into this. I don't want to do it.
I got the green. Just trying to figure out clarity because like there's like so many questions because it's like one day literally you just wake up and then boom we're in
But
the
that's
chat.
not what happened though. Yeah,
No,
I
that's
don't
not
know why
what
y'all
happened.
starting it from there.
Okay, so let's back up because what you're referring to is the allegations that she was cheating.
Nah, I don't even want to. Like I said, I wish her the best. I got nothing bad to say about her.
Everybody knows that before I came into the picture, it's just these two in the picture. Y'all know where it started. I had nothing to do with anything. As far as in when me and him got together, he was already separated. So y'all know what happened before that.
So what I'm
I got the green. I beat rappers up for Golo. It's not a thing. Who shakes me mask? It's Halloween.
Count Green available on all digital platforms out now.
Get bars on wheels and Journey Safe Hip Hop on YouTube.
So Envy, you
all
trying to tell me
platforms.
that when the day she referring to, you trying to tell me that's the first day you heard about this?
No.
You ain't see.
No.
Hold on a second. You ain't see everything that was going on for a whole year before that.
The battle.
The whole.
But I'm gonna tell you why.
Why y'all only want to start?
I was
this?
trying and you said you didn't want to go there. That's
No,
what
but
I was
it's
trying
very
to get
confusing because I didn't even know her when all that was going on.
No, before Claressa was in the picture, you hear rumors, but then when you look at your live, you don't see any turbulence. So it's not like you see anything or you hear anything. You know,
Okay,
from
no
our
public,
picture-
you heard things
I get
behind
it.
the
From
scenes.
our picture.
I kinda get it.
Y'all held it down. Even when I heard rumors, I would reach out to Joe and just be like, yo, just checking on them, making sure just checking on them good. He was like, bro, they good. So I didn't hear him too, but so, you know, with rumors, because they say rumors all the time. I mean, the rumors Charlamagne gay, we know he ain't not, well, I don't know, but there's rumors all the time. So it's like, when y'all didn't confirm or deny. I'm like, all right, cool. And then when that day happened on the tweets, it still was like.
But before the tweets,
we heard that Pat put hands on the guy
in the battle rap.
We heard that.
Yes.
And even that, I tried to figure that out. I reached out to certain people that was facilitating things, and no one would comment on it. So it's like, what do we speak to? And that's why now you're here, and we're asking you, like, okay, so what was before that? Because there were allegations that she was dealing with the Black Captain guy prior to us seeing them together, whatever the situation is now with them. Was that what was happening?
I mean, you said it yourself. You heard that. You saw the allegations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to bash her, man, or say anything about
it. He not the type to talk. Pap don't do a lot of talking. Like, I got a way bigger mouth than him. Okay, I mean, like, pause, no deal, whatever you want to say, whatever how you want to put it. But he's not like that. Like, he's really like about like family and friendship and fixing things. Like, he's really about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, us as women, we will tell it all because I love the truth. You know what I'm saying? I put the truth out there. And the thing is, like, when like come to the truth, it's like he likes to keep his stuff and handle his stuff privately. You know what I'm saying? And respect his stuff. And he's always gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? He's not ever gonna change. Even now, like, this whole conversation is like, y'all getting a lot out of him because he don't do this. He don't, because he's moved so forward. We're like just so happy, and he just, whatever happened. We all know that you go through things we all been through a breakup before. You may not have been through a divorce, but you've been through a breakup. Been with somebody for a long time, you got to go through your own stuff. He's healed, he's moved on, and he's just in a better place. So it's just like, with that, when people put stuff on your name like, oh, you want to defend it, but even him, he don't even want to defend it because he is who he is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, who wants to be a part of the circus, man?
Yeah,
you know
nobody. I might be a part of the circus.
When you ever saw us doing that? Never happened before.
I had a movie coming out. I definitely didn't want to be a part of it. My movie dropped just a couple days on Christmas Day. I was like, what?
Oh, that was crazy.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, oh my, I was losing my mind. I'm like, what is going on here? So even me, I'm like, let me just get far away from this as possible, but I'm still with him. You know what I'm saying? So
now I hear Claressa like, promote that movie. Now we trying to promote that movie.
But it's like, I'm in a different tax bracket than that to have to use that to promote my movie. My movie did well. It's still doing well. It's up on Prime Video. If you haven't seen it, The Fire Inside. But I don't want my name connected to stuff like that. I never have. Before this thing with him, you might see me into a couple little beefs online with a couple fighters and stuff like that. But you never seen nothing about like relationship, being with a dude who got somebody. You never seen that. I'm my type of woman. If a man with me, he with me. I don't do second place. I never have. I got 2 Olympic gold medals, 19 world championships. Why would I have to be second place to another woman for? Like, what do I look like? You know what I'm saying? So
hey, look,
that's
man.
my thing of like,
Bars on Wheels, A Journey to Save Hip Hop, out now. Produced by my brother Sean 2 Miles, by the way. He did the whole project. DJ Envy played the music.
Hold on, I got one.
I've been playing it right now.
For real?
Wow. I didn't know that. Oh, that's love.
There's a guy, Pat.
Don't even check. Look at that.
He's from London.
I didn't know that.
I told him I was going to let him rap for you.
Oh, word.
While you was here.
Okay.
So I want to bring him in. LaRussell recently was talking about how he came up here and he rapped and it changed his trajectory. And so a lot of people see that now, so they want. So I'm like, yo, introduce yourself.
What's good, people? I'm Ermin from London still.
Say what's up to Pap. Say what's up to Claressa.
We've known Ermin a long time, and he's a rapper. His records are starting to take off. He showed me his videos and all that other stuff.
I be seeing.
And we're gonna let him
take a deep breath, Ermin. Okay,
that's love, man. Y'all give me opportunities up here.
You got the beat. You better.
What was the other dude that came up here and one got signed? It was Josh and.
It was Josh and Don Tolliver.
Don Tolliver used to come up here all the time.
Yeah. Josh and Don Tolliver.
All right, let's go. No pressure.
Can turn it up.
You want some headphones?
No,
okay.
I'm good.
I don't think the headphones matter.
Yo. It all started with a dream. I left home at 17, I come from South London, baby, you don't see that on the screen. They used to tell me that you'll be someone that don't achieve. I used to tell myself that's something that I won't believe. When it came from my family, it really hurt me deep. So I locked myself inside the bedroom, cry before I sleep. Told them that I wanna be what I wanna be. but they rather me inside the cell or see the boy deceased. Lost both grandmas in 6 months. Why they leave? When that girl broke my heart, I was crying on my knees. But that's karma, cause I done the same to mum, and now I see life balancing out life, and really it's a beast. So I'm sorry, mummy, cause I know you couldn't rescue me. I was fascinated by the streets, ain't want me no degree. Imagine having you a child that speaks the way I speak. I'll probably go and lose my mind and turn my back on me. Crazy how I talk about myself like this so casually, cause my self-esteem is low, my trauma scars so mad for me. Couldn't figure out a path to take, I found it gradually. Last time a girl, she said she loved me, I said actually, love ain't satisfactory, I'm closer to insanity. Every day a battle, I just wanna see my family. But I can't cry, I chose this life, so I have a seat. Everybody talking about me in the street.
Okay, alright, Pat. What you think, Pat? What you think, Pat?
Nah, he did his thing, man. That was tough, man. That was tough, man.
And where you Morocco, right?
Morocco, innit? That's where my parents are from, but they moved to London, innit? And that's where I was born. I moved to Morocco when I was 17.
Okay, bruv.
All right.
Okay, bruv.
Yeah, bruv, that's what you call him now, bruv.
He's
been coming to the Breakfast Club, I would say, for what?
A long
10, 12
time.
years. Where can they follow you and all that stuff?
Me and 22 on the socials. Spotify, you can catch me everywhere. I've got a little song that's doing some numbers right now, so keep adding to it. I appreciate it.
Might be Win Records' next artist. Who knows?
Yeah, nah, definitely. Sound tough. I love to hear some of your music, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
I appreciate you for real, man.
And you used to do that, Pat?
That's a fact. I used to do the same thing you was
I ain't
doing.
gonna lie, I kind of clocked it for you. Used to be outside on Case Lake.
That's right, man. Yeah, nah. So I know what it's like, man. When you got that hunger, you just like, yo, I wanna get on, man. You gotta,
for real, bro.
Gotta do it yourself.
Bars on Wheels out right now. Well, it's the Breakfast Club, Papoose.
Yeah.
Shields.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you got a positive note?
Positive note is simply this, and it's simple. Our character is what we do when we think no one is looking. Always remember that. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up. Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.